Yeah.
What's up, Body Rockers? Coach Jay, we back on the mats, and we are strapped, locked, and loaded. For this workout, you're gonna need your vest and your ankle weights if you have them, one, if not both. And feel free at any time if you need to take something off and lighten load, absolutely do so. And I'll give you some modifications as well along the way, should you need it. So first movements we're gonna head into is just our dynamic warm-up, get the body flowing, kind of get out the cracks and the crunches, and you know what they say, motion is lotion. All right, so starting at the back of your mat, you know how I like to start. I like those inchworms. I'm gonna fold at the hips, and get my hamstrings nice and stretched out, and then I'm gonna walk my hands all the way out. While I'm doing this, I'm engaging my core, loading my shoulders. I'm just kind of getting movement through everything. I'm gonna drop the hips down, do a little shoulder check. Excellent, and kind of pushing the hip down, right? You can feel the psoas kind of release in there, the obliques. And then I'm gonna hinge back with my hips, and then I'm gonna press back into downward dog. Pressing through the hands, then we'll bring that right foot forward on the outside of your right hand. Feel free to drop the back knee. We're gonna touch the knee to the floor and bring it up for 5. So watch that knee come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just kind of working that hip. Now you can leave it up or down, it's totally up to you, but it's gonna be inside arm for the world's greatest. I'm gonna reach under my opposite armpit, really twist in through my ribs and my core here, and then I'm gonna twist the reverse way, opening up the chest, stacking the shoulders. Watch for that shoulder head to really pop forward. I kind of want to stack my shoulders and really make sure I'm getting the movement from my ribs and my back, and not just compensating with maybe a really poppy shoulder joint there, okay? Let's go 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Okay, plant the hand, kick that leg back, switch sides, and then we're gonna tap the knee down for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up to you if you want to leave the knee up or down. It's the left hand now reaching under the right armpit, and bring it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Excellent. Let's pop the knee down on the mat, and then bring the knees right underneath the hips. From here, we're gonna do cat-cow for 3. So inhale, arching, dropping through the mid-back. Exhale, folding, pressing everything up into the ceiling. Inhale again. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. From here, lifting the knees an inch off the ground. You're gonna see this position again, so might as well get warm in it. From here, we're just gonna hold for 10. 9, make sure the tailbone is tucked. 8, slight bend in the elbows. 6, and elbows rotating forward. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We're gonna take the left arm, come down into the shoulder. Take a nice twist here. We're gonna alternate right away for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Hands plant again. Slight bend in the elbows. Rotate the elbows forward. Knees off. Tuck the tailbone. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Knees down. Okay, so you should be a little bit warmer than you started. Quickly sip a glass of water, whatever you need to do. Get ready. We're going to go 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're going to start with some alternating reverse lunges at body weight plus ankle weights. Oh, it's going to be spicy. Let's go. Let's go. So starting at the top of our mats, remember, when you're doing your reverse lunge, imagine there's a little egg on the ground underneath your knee. Don't crush the egg, right? You don't want to come colliding down into the floor. CrossFit became very famous for this smash your knee into the floor thing. Often I find people just don't have enough tension control, and when they hit the knee to the floor, they lose their tension, and we're not really using the proper muscle groups to get out of that position. So maintain tension, don't break the egg. That's my motto, okay? All right, so starting with your first 45-15, let's get our clock set here. I do like that ding, you know, because it reminds me of a cartoon when I can sync it up with a cheesy smile. It's like ding, right? It's totally like a cartoon. Okay, so 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Oh man, it's like I had it set already.
3,
Whoa. 2,
1.
All right, let's go reverse lunges here. Again, don't break the egg. Pressing into the heel. You notice that my body is slightly forward over that front leg. I'm driving the heel into the ground, and using my glute to squeeze up and press through the floor to come to my standing position. As many reps as you can get in here in 45 seconds. That's the goal. Nice. Good, final 15 seconds here. Beauty. Good, hopefully that first round too is a nice little warm-up round. Get the sweat flowing a little bit for that second and third. Always gets a little spicier. Okay, 3 seconds, one more. And rest. 15 seconds. We're gonna come down onto the floor. We're gonna go back into that bear pose. I think it's called bear pose. I don't know. Anyways, knees are about an inch off the ground, and then hands under the shoulders. But this time, we're gonna tap the shoulders. Here we go. Good, now, what I'm doing, pressing my foot into the floor on the opposite side to lift that hand off the mat. And that keeps my knees from lifting and my bum from coming up in the air. Okay, so you wanna make sure that the knees stay at the same height, and we're not just doing this. All day I could do that. It's not really achieving anything. Neutral spine, lots of tension, knees stay low, pressing the opposite foot in. You should be able to put something on your back even and have it stay there. Good, 8 seconds on the clock. And it's really, really, hard to avoid the urge to come up out of that. So give yourself a little pat on the back if you stayed in there. It's a very uncomfortable position. All right, coming into side plank, leg raise. 2 options here. 1, you can go from the elbow, like so, and we're gonna raise that top leg. Option 2, you can go from the hand and raise the top leg. Totally up to you. I might come up here, seeing as I'm already up here for the first round. Let's see how I feel in the second round. Good, now, common mistakes with the plank is the hip falling back. Try to keep the shoulders stacked and the hips stacked. Good, we're gonna do kind of 22 seconds on each side. So go ahead and switch, coming right back up. Good. Ten seconds. Woo. Good, holding that balance is also tricky. Good, and rest. Excellent. Okay, last one, bird dog. So, funny name, but everyone will recognize this. Again, with this position, it's about the extensors in the back, and it's about the glutes. What can happen when you see people do these is the old ballerina bird dog. I don't want a giant dump in my lumbar. I don't want that. I want to extend out from the glute and the hand only. Okay, that's the point of this. The point isn't to have the spine go from neutral to not neutral, right? So avoid that massive bend in your bird dog. So you're not really working the glutes, the extensors, and the back of the shoulders if you're doing that. So all I'm focused on doing is kicking the legs straight back. Again, I should be able to put a foam roller on your back and it should stay there. So great test for yourself. What you could do is even pop that foam roller on and try to balance it. I'm keeping my ribs pulling in and my pelvis neutral. That's the key. Okay, should be breathing a little bit. I am. So we're gonna come back onto our feet. We're gonna hit some reverse lunges.
2, 1.
All right, stepping back, reverse lunge. Slight hinge over the front thigh with that upper body, driving the heel in. And when you look down, make sure you can see your big toe in your shoe. That's a good indication that the knee isn't collapsing inside the hip. A lot of us struggle with that glute med control. Good, continue to move here if you want. You can add a jump here if you need this to be a little bit more challenging. You can add a jump. Good, all the way to the bell. And then we've got that bear pose shoulder tap. You either love it or hate it at this point. Nice, 3 seconds. And time. Awesome, good. Deep breath. We'll switch sides here. We can see the beautiful Vancouver view. It's still summer. Not much longer, I fear. All right, 3 seconds.
2, 1.
Good, knees an inch off the floor. Hands are gonna be a little bit more close together than say a plank position, all right? Because I need that sort of hand posted more in the center of my chest because I'm going one-handed here for a second. Ribs pulling in, tailbone tucked, breathing. With the vest, this is definitely much more challenging than just at body weight. So if you're in there with me crushing it, good on you, stay with it. Leaning into our discomforts ultimately make us stronger. Good. Nicely done. Whew. Okay, side planks, we ready? Okay, elbows or hands, your choice, all right? There's also a work down option where you can have the knee down and then you can just raise the leg as well, so feel free to do that. I'm gonna go from the elbow this time, just to mix it up. Nice, I'm gonna get 22 seconds of reps in here. All right, so as many as I can get, keeping the hips stacked, shoulders stacked. And make sure you're focusing on lifting from the hips. Don't let your shoulder fatigue first on a side plank. You're missing it then, okay? You're missing it. Excellent, okay. Little style points for changing sides as quickly as possible. 15 seconds. 10 seconds here, you got this. One side is inevitably harder than the other. Everybody knows it. There's that one side. Good, resting. Excellent work. Okay, bird dog, remember, don't arch the back. Don't do it. All right. See how much of your glutes you can feel doing this.
3, 2, 1.
Tuck, ribs in. Exhale, pause for a second. Tuck. Nicely done. Good, nice, just kicking back, squeezing the bum. Only lifting the leg as far as the glutes can lift it. Making sure that chin is tucked in, back of the head pulling back. A lot of us deal with, you know, posture issues as a result of our lifestyle. Part of that is the head popping forward so much, right? So when we're in those positions, we want to tuck that chin in and lengthen through the head and just kind of combat that forward head posture that we all kind of run into.
2.
Last set, baby, let's go. Reverse lunges here. Again, if you're feeling extra spicy and feisty, go ahead, add the jump. I'm not there today. I'm just gonna hit that reverse lunge and try to just keep moving for 45. And again, if you need to slow down and take a breath in between, feel free to do so as well, right? Everything on our own time. The only thing we want to do is be honest with ourselves. What can we do? And then what are we sort of making internal excuses for? Right? Like, oh, you know, no one's watching. I could just stop right now. I'm watching. You're watching. You're watching you. Good. One more here. 2, 1. Excellent. Right? Isn't that a funny thought when you think about like how we talk to ourselves like that? Like, oh, I could quit. No one's here. You're here. That's the most important person in the room. You.
3, 2, 1.
Nice, here we go. This one's the most challenging for me, for sure, because I like to try and keep as minimal movement as I can through that mid back and through that low back. I find with, you know, core work in general, slow is better, because that's what the muscles in our core are really for, is bracing the spine, right? Got to be able to do that before you can do fancy crunches and stuff. 10 seconds. You got this. I got this. Let's go, body rockers. One more. 8. Let's go. Whew. Side planks be sweating now. And my legs sweat. Is that weird? Like, I get shin sweat. See?
3, 2.
So if you're out there with shin sweat right now, you know, my people. Here we go. I don't know why that is. Who knew? You have sweat glands in your shins. I'm avoiding that urge to twist those hips as I raise the leg. Good, nice, flip it, grip it, rip it, and don't delay, don't waste time. Time is precious, especially when we have 45 seconds. Good, that's it. Right till we hear that bell. Woo, baby. Okay, last one, we've got our bird dog. Okay, just having a pep talk.
3, 2, 1.
Nice, extend it. Inhale, brace. Exhale, fill that belly with air. Excellent, that's it. Just using the glute. No need to do this. Swing. No need.
I missed that. No need to do what?
Swing with the sound effects. It's very important. Inhale, squeeze the ribs into the spine. Fill the belly with air. Squeeze the glutes, elevate the leg. Elevate that thumb up towards the ceiling. Good, that's it. Team, you're gonna do one more on each side for me, even if it's over the bell. One more, and time. Lovely job. Go ahead and relieve yourself of your restraints, your ankle weights, and your vest, and have a nice sip of water. Body rockers, another good sweat in the books.
1.
Coach Day, signing out.